Coming up next, the goal is to get better each and every time they take the floor.
Here we go.
Continuing to build their chemistry and connection. The unspoken bond that yields victory is next, and we'll be right back. Now the starting group for the visitors. Magician is out there with the Magician. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Magician. And it's Starling in at the 2 guard. Here's Magician. He's guarded by Williams. Magician passes to Anthony. Here's Magician. Anthony right side. Fires from deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And as we are working our way towards the middle of the season, RJ, we have seen some surprises as well as our share of disappointments.
It doesn't take too long to see what is working for some teams and what is not working for some teams. But there has been a few surprises.
They get it back.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Pass to Starling. Misses the 3. The Wildcats have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Magician's shot is good.
And you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
Here's Magician. Back to Anthony. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor, not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
And here is Johnson, coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Here's Magician. Diawara with the rebound.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
Pass to Starling. Here's Magician. Outside Anthony. Here's Starling. Just 5 to shoot. They get the rebound. Back to Anthony. Second chance shot, and it's good off the glass. Anthony's got 5.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Come get it, come get it.
Pass the Magician. Here's Freeman. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Anthony to the left wing. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Wildcats. Let's take a look at the numbers for him. Magicians checked in for Williams. The Wildcats have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Magicians checked in for the Magician. And now, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in block shots last year.
And that defensive reputation has value in and of itself. I mean, by the end of the season, teams were afraid to take the ball inside.
Johnson against Anthony. Nasty move. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for 2, Johnson.
That's good from Johnson. And Johnson drops them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Outside Anthony. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
The Wildcats have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Magician passes to Magician. Got a piece of it. 1:29 left to play in the first. Here's Diawara. And it's Magician with the rebound.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution. And there comes a point when, for the team's sake, you might want to move it. He's hurting them with all of these misses.
Here's Starling. A three-pointer, no good. Pass to Magician. Here's Magician. Johnson, the pass to Magician. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. 41 seconds left in the first quarter. Anthony in the corner. Here's Magician. Hasn't made one yet. 6 to shoot. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Wildcats. They trail by 3.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, they just pummeled them from the perimeter. Did a nice job working the ball around and getting those high percentage looks.
1 second left. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Leading by 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And rebounding numbers sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
They've got the Magician. George is out there with the Magician. Then it's Magician. And it's Magician into the 3 slot. Pass the Magician. Outside, George. Lowe grabs the rebound. And so here are the Wildcats. Here's Magician. It's tipped into the lane. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Attention fans, now on the court is your high squad.
a switch here. Williams is checked in. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
Here he goes, and that one is good. O's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. And it's never too early to start looking at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. There's no doubt it'll be a terrific showdown of some of the game's best athletes.
And it seems like each year the bar keeps getting set higher. I mean, more props, crazier concepts to the competition, the level of dunks. I think this is going to be a good one.
You look at the Magician. Some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. But we've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
Here's George. The Wildcats getting their last shot to go. And they're running. Plays it in off the breakaway. O's got the lead up to 3 now for the Wildcats. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Wildcats.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Richard, Cam Thomas has been criticized for his shot selection at times, but the guy can flat out score.
Oh, he's a walking bucket, and to his credit, he works on taking these difficult shots because he knows that is a valuable skill in this league.
And the 3 ball is good. Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Magicians checked in for the Magicians. And let's take a second to recognize the rookies who have been doing a terrific job distributing the basketball this past month. And you look at Anthony, currently 5th in the league in assists. Such court vision.
And he's been setting the table beautifully. I mean, that'll keep his veteran teammates really happy.
Here's the screen to stop the run. Great D that time from Johnson. The Wildcats have gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. Magician passes to Magician. Here's Magician on the wing. Johnson from past the arc. Basket made, just his second this contest. He's 2 for 7 now.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you. Commissioner Adam Silver talked about tweaking the game. He said analytics takes sports in a certain direction because it's a coach and GM's job to win, and they'll do everything they can to do so under the existing rules. It's on us to adjust because we're also looking at the aesthetic appeal of the game. Guys?
Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Magicians checked in for the Magician. We've got 1:23 left now here in the second.
The ball goes to the away team.
George is checked in for the Magician.
Away team. Number 11, George.
We've got 1:18 left in the second quarter. Count it. Starling's got his first basket.
Nice execution on the inbound. Just how you want to draw it up.
Johnson surveying the floor. For the three. The offensive rebound. Magician. And Anthony sends it back. Starling the pass to George. Anthony on the wing. And a miss there on the triple. The Wildcats have gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. And it's Magician missing. Gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And that one's good. And the Wildcat lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Freeman.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Johnson with it. He's got 9. Pocket 6. Over George. A shot by Johnson, no good. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's the Wildcats. They lead by 4. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Thanks for joining us for this fun-filled burst of basketball bliss. We kick off tonight's show with the power rankings across the league.
Well, I think for the home team, they've shown they're one of the best teams in the league. Maybe not the best, but maybe like number 3 looks fair to me.
Yes, with the way they've executed, it would have been hard to keep them out of the third spot.
Yes, it would have.
And moving on, let's jump over to our current game. It's a tight one so far for the Wildcats.
This is why so many teams are trying to play with pace. The defense just couldn't match up with them in the space. It's much harder to score in the half court.
Helps when you have the athletes they do as well. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We've got Johnson. Magician is out there with Williams. Then it's Magician. And it's Magician in at the 5 down low. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley.
Yeah, easy call.
That free throw good from Anthony. Both good from the line that time. Being a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Johnson left side. Pass the Magician. Puts it up from 12. Diawara with the rebound. Diawara's got 4 rebounds in this game. Magician passes to Anthony. Here's Starling. And they get it back. Outside Anthony. Shot clock at 6. It's blocked. And now here comes Williams leading the break. Over to the left wing. And it's low, missing. Around 41% on the night. Johnson, the pass to Magician. Back to Johnson. Here's Lowe. Diawara with the rebound. Diawara's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Here's Freeman. Pass to Starling. Anthony down low. And now let's have a look at the teams that have had the quickest hands in the NBA during the past month.
What a month they've had defensively. I mean, they've really gotten after it on that end of the floor.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. And so Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. First one falls for him. That one drops. He ties it up.
Timeout.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
Let's now pause and take a look at the scoring breakdown between the front and back court of tonight's contests for the Wildcats.
And it's been guard play, which really has shouldered the burden offensively here. They'd like a bit more production from the front court, but in the meantime, this backcourt has kept them in the game.
Here's Magician. Still scoreless. Low shot is good.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Pass to Anthony. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Starling, covered by Johnson. Here's Magician. Here's Starling. Out left to the wing. Here's Freeman. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Low, the pass to Magician. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play.
2 minutes.
Here's Magician. Pass to Starling.
Watch the screen.
Now Anthony.
I got the help outside.
To the middle. Here's Diawara. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Diawara's got 4 this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Low, the pass to Johnson. Here's Magician. Outside Williams. 14 feet away, and it's Magician with the rebound. Magician's got 5 rebounds tonight. There's a screen. Pass to Diawara. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. First free throw is good. So for the Wildcats, Magician's checked in for the Magician. Magician comes in for Williams. And Magician subbed in for Johnson. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Magician passes to Magician. Here's Magician. Nothing on the board. Pass to Low. Sinks the three-pointer. Low's got the game tied up here for the Wildcats.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Here's Magician to the inside. Deflects the pass. Magician passes to Magician. Here's Magician. Pass to Magician. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And you can tolerate gaps like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. is locked in a very close contest. This fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got George. Magician is out there with the Magician. Then it's Magician. And it's Starling in at the two-guard spot.
Second personal foul, first team foul. At the line for your Wildcats, number 1. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And he makes both free throws. Doing reasonably well, 45%. Pass to George.
I see him.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Wildcats?
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
That's good from George. No good on the second free throw. Here are the Wildcats. They've led by as many as 11 points. Magician passes to Johnson. Here's Magician. Williams for three. Not going to go that time.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
A steal. To the paint. Here's Moreno. That's good, and Johnson with the assist.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
It's stolen by Johnson. On Saturday, then on Friday. And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Magicians check in for the Magician. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Jordi Fernandez's huddle. Coach telling their team, this is a tight one. We need full effort defensively, 1 or 2 stops, and we will win this game. A coach preaching defense, a familiar tune.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Shooting in this game, 45%. Right side, George. Inside, past the Magician. Here's Starling. Here's Magician. It's good from long range.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. For the Wildcats, Magicians checked in for the Magician. Magician comes in for Magician. And Magician subbed in for the Magician. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Pass to Lowe. 13 feet away. Rebounded by Anthony. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
First personal foul, second team foul.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. So Anthony nails both of them. The Wildcats have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. All right, here's Williams. And there's the three. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Being at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
Softly lays it in. That's just smart basketball right there. Finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
Second team foul. At the line for your Wildcats. Whoa! Shooting one.
They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Second personal foul, third team foul.
And he knocks down the first one. And Anthony drops them both.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
Nice use of the glass on the finish.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Doesn't get that one. The Wildcats have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Now Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. Layup, no good.
Second personal foul, third team foul.
drops the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
He gets them to within 1 possession, but that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense.
That shot, no good. Doing reasonably well, 45%. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Williams, oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And it's out of bounds to the Wildcats. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejection. Wow.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Johnson fires, count it. Nice touch.
And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus.
Hey fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise!
Here's Anthony. And he banks the layup in.
He took it right to the rack, and look, there's no one that can stop him.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Now, here's Johnson.
Third personal foul, third team foul. At the line for your Wildcats, Johnson, taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
But how about the poise he showed there, making this a 2-possession game?
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Here's Anthony. Layup, no good. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Third personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for two, number 14.
It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Taking full advantage of his opportunities at the line to extend their lead.
From deep. Not gonna go. So we see the Wildcats get the win here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Magician.